Okay, the third part of the lesson is living in hope of Christ's return. Hope for the deceased believer. Someone read 1 Thessalonians 4, verses 13 and 14. He's saying to them, listen, don't worry about those people who've already passed away. They're coming back. Jesus is bringing them back with him. They're going to be here. And that's why he uses the phrase, they've fallen asleep, because it's not permanent. Okay, and in other phrases, other places in the scripture, we tend to think of death as it's permanent, that's all there is, this is it. No, it's not. And he wants them to have hope. Don't lose hope because you have lost loved ones or friends who are believers. They're going to be coming back with the Lord. Okay, so he's encouraging them. And then the catching away. Someone read 1 Thessalonians 4, verses 15 through 18. Okay, so he's saying the Lord's coming back, and you need to encourage each other with that. He's referring to what Jesus taught in Matthew 24. First, those who have died in the faith will be resurrected, and then the living believers will be caught up. And then he makes the little phrase in there that I think is very, very important. And so will ever be with the Lord. And so this is going to take place. It's referred to as the rapture of the church. The word rapture is a Latin word meaning caught up. So people sometimes look at the English and say, well, that's not in the scripture. Well, if you read it out of the Latin, it is in the scripture because it uses the word rapture. And so it could be interpreted into English. It's going to take place before, in my opinion, before the Great Tribulation. The church is going to be caught out. And we're going to, and I've said this before, but every time I think about it, it gets me excited. We're going to enjoy 7 years at the marriage supper of the Lamb, and it's going to be terrible here on this earth. Yeah. I do not want to be a part of that, and I don't want anybody that I can help to not be a part of the tribulation period. And then the Lord's coming back, and we're coming with him, and he's going to rule and reign for 1,000 years. And then there's going to be a new heaven and a new earth, and so I've kind of wrapped a bunch of stuff up together there. But Paul's saying, hey, listen, you guys need to encourage one another with this. This is going to happen. It's coming. Be ready for it. Let it cause you to live a holy life. And so we need to encourage one another with that. The world is scared to death. When you talk to them about this kind of end-time events, it's scary because they don't, what's going on? But as a believer,
look forward to it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to what's happening. Okay, Lord bless you guys.